New beginnings, innovation, revolution, change, and humanitarianism are among the main energetic themes that are being activated right now with this first new moon of the year happening in the sign of Aquarius on January 29th, 2025. The new moon is happening at 7:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. In this video, you're going to learn exactly what these energies mean to you and how to best work with the energies. So let's go ahead and dive in. Welcome back, my dear friends. It's Carrie at holisticspsychic.com and Soul Star Healing Arts Center in Sedona, Arizona. I'm a professional psychic reader, shamanic energy healing practitioner who loves working with shamanic and evolutionary astrology to help inform and guide you in accessing your full potential and living your best life. Today, we're taking a look at the energies that are showing up connected to the first new moon of the year happening in the sign of Aquarius. This truly is a historically revolutionary time for all of us collectively, globally, and of course, individually as well. And that has a lot to do with what's going on with Pluto. If you've been following this channel, you know that Pluto just recently, this past November, went into the sign of Aquarius after 16-ish years of being in Capricorn. This is the first time that Pluto has been in Aquarius in about 240 years. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius did prove historically to be a very revolutionary time, including the era that was connected to the French Revolution. Here we are again at the beginning of what will definitely prove to be historically a very revolutionary, innovative time. This is a time where things are happening quickly, and you may be feeling this in your own personal life as well. Now, last week we had the first conjunction between the Sun and Pluto in Aquarius, which is another activation of that Pluto energy. Pluto is the planet of evolution, transformation, and empowerment. Aquarius is connected to the big picture of life, leading edge developments, advancements in sciences and technology. It's very concerned with collaborative efforts in ways that serve to benefit humanity. And so these are the overarching themes that we are going to be experiencing globally for the next 20 years. And we're going to be taking a look at what this means to you personally. Now, as we are coming into the new moon, we have the moon and the sun conjunct in Aquarius while we are in Aquarius season. And Mercury is in the mix with that conjunction, and Pluto is in the mix. So we have what's called a stellium of planets, two of which are luminaries, the sun and the moon, in Aquarius right now. And this is bringing a highlighted focus, not only for all of us collectively in humanity, but in your chart, wherever the Aquarius sector of your chart is. So I love for all of you to follow along with me here in learning about astrology by learning your own chart. Get a copy of your birth chart and follow along here. So the Aquarius sector of your chart will be somewhere in that wheel. And what you want to do is discover what house the Aquarius sector of your chart is in. And that will give you specific information as to the energetic themes that are going to be highlighted for you. And this is going to be not only for this one lunar phase, but honestly, this conjunction that we just had last week between the Sun and Pluto is going to be happening annually over the next 20 years. So this Aquarius sector of your chart is going to be probably one of the most primarily highlighted aspects of where you are mainly growing and developing for the next 20 years, which is why the astrology right now truly is revolutionary in ways that if we can harness it consciously, the more we are able to leverage the energy to support our personal evolution, growth, and empowerment. The energy of this new moon is also serving as a catalyst that is launching us into more and more of a forward momentum as we're progressing throughout the month of February. Mainly, we have the planet Uranus, which is the planet that rules Aquarius, is going direct after many months of being retrograde. It's going direct on January 30th. And this, in and of itself, is going to further emphasize that sense of opportunities coming in from out of the blue, new developments showing up from out of the blue. And Uranus is also very connected to, it's like the higher octave of Mercury. We have Mercury in Aquarius right now, and the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Uranus, going direct. And Uranus is going to be direct through most of the year. It doesn't go retrograde again until September 6th. So this is a huge rolling forward momentum of positive change showing up in your life. Right now, Uranus is in Taurus. So you want to look at the Taurus sector of your chart for detailed information as to how to best harness the power of the energy for you. But Taurus is the energy of the comforter. It's also very connected to entrepreneurial energies. It's connected to how we make money. It's also our creature comforts in life. So all of these areas of your life that are ruled by Taurus are going to be highlighted throughout the coming year. And that starts on January 30th of this year, followed by Jupiter, which we're going to talk about because Jupiter right now is making a trine aspect between Pluto and Mercury. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, growth, development, and it also has been retrograde for quite some time. But it goes direct in just a few days on February 4th, and it's going to be direct all the way through almost the end of the year until November. So that also is really positive forward movement, manifestation energy. Personally, I'm super psyched about these energies that are being activated right now because for the past many months, we've had a lot of retrograde energies, a lot of going inward, a lot of self-assessment, a lot of reevaluation, and a lot of feeling maybe a little bit of an angst around, okay, I'm ready to get on with my life. And the energy just hasn't really been aligned with that until now. Now the energies are perfectly aligned with not only a slow roll of forward movement, but this can likely be a time where we suddenly feel like we're making quantum leaps forward. We suddenly have all the things dialed in that we need in order to activate or take steps in the direction of whatever our manifestation goals are, whether those are external things you're manifesting, goals you're manifesting, internal personal development, things like that. And so, yeah, Pluto and Mercury are both trine Jupiter right now. Mercury, in and of itself, conjunct Pluto. Mercury is the energy that is connected to the mind level of things. It's thinking, learning, studying, sharing ideas. It can also be really social energy and playful energy. Making this trine aspect to Jupiter brings even more expansion, especially since Jupiter is getting ready to go direct. Now, here's the interesting thing about the social component of Mercury being in Aquarius, because Aquarius in and of itself is a social energy. So this is a time where all of us collectively, I'm going to say, are going to be connecting with new social circles in the coming year. Have you already been feeling this? Have you already, like me, I've been feeling this too. Have you already been realizing where there needs to be some shifts in your social circles? Maybe there's situations going on where you're just ready to embrace new spheres of connection with people that are like-minded in alignment with the things that you want to be shifting into in your life right now. Let me know in the comments below how that's showing up for you. Where is Pluto in your chart? Take a look at your chart. And if you don't have your birth chart, you can easily get one for free at astro.com. Just visit astro.com and follow the prompts. You just need your exact birth date, your birth time, and your location of birth. Of course, if you need help with this, just reach out to me. I'm happy to connect with you and set up a time for an astrological consultation with you as well. I definitely recommend it, especially if you've never had a birth chart reading and you've never had an astrological consultation. If there's ever been a year to do it, guys, it's this year, because seriously, the energy is no joke, historically revolutionary for all of us. Now, about a week or so ago, maybe 10 days ago, I uploaded a video that talks about the highlights of the astrology of 2025. So I'll go ahead and link that up there for you to review if you haven't seen that yet. Pluto conjunct Mercury reveals awarenesses and truthfulness to our mind level of ourselves in regard to our own personal processes of transformation, evolution, and empowerment. And Pluto is also right now sextile the north node of the moon, which just recently went into Pisces, and the south node went into Virgo. Now, this is an 18-month cycle that we're at the beginning of. I talked more extensively about it in that 2025 astrology video, so you can refer to that. But here, let me say this. Pluto sextile the north node in Pisces. So Pisces themes coming in, especially because I'm going to talk about this next. We've got the north node of the moon, Neptune, Venus, and Saturn all in Pisces right now. The north node, Venus, and Neptune really is actually highlighting creative inspiration and creative energies. Creativity is a positive pathway forward for us. Let me know in the comments how you've been feeling creatively inspired. The way it's been showing up for me, I suddenly had an ambition a few weeks ago to start creating my artwork again. And so in this past week, I've been buying artwork supplies in preparation for creating art that I will be selling at my healing center here in Sedona. So that's how the creative surge is coming up for me. Of course, for me personally, I do a lot of other creative things anyway. I teach dance, but I'm really excited about this unexpected new wave of artistic inspiration that has come upon me. And I'm really curious just to see how it's showing up for you. How are you having your own creative inspiration activated right now? It feels like tapping into our creative side is key to just supporting our own personal processes of evolution, especially because of this. Another thing that we have going on, that we've had going on for several weeks now, is that Mars retrograde in the sign of Cancer, which is opposite of Pluto and Mercury right now, which does create a little bit of a tension on one level, because Mercury and Pluto in Aquarius is raring to go forward now, while Mars in Cancer retrograde is kind of putting the brakes on. It's more of an internalized energy. And I'm bringing this up because we have that opposition, but we do also have a trine aspect between the north node of the moon in Pisces and Venus and Neptune in Pisces are trining that Mars. So this says that a really good use of this energy, that's sort of this inward Cancerian energy that Mars is in right now, a really good way to channel that energy is through creative expressiveness that is connected to whatever your internal soul inspirations are. Now, Mars will finally be going direct again on February 23rd. It remains in Cancer, though, until April 17th. And at that point, it goes into Leo. Once Mars goes into Leo, which is a fire sign, which Mars feels way more at home in, that's when it's really full activation of expansion energy, because by then we also have Jupiter and Uranus in that forward direction as well. So right now, this is sort of like aiming your intent in the direction of whatever your ambitions and goals are now, and knowing that as we're rolling out through the month, we're only going to be feeling more and more ready, more and more inspired, more and more feeling like we want to be active. Now, another thing that I want to say about the lunar nodes here, I mentioned it in that 2025 astrology video, and this is like the health components, because Virgo and Pisces both rule health and well-being. So some of us can be experiencing these types of things now. Virgo rules the digestive system. So there's a tendency for digestive issues and healing digestive issues because it's the south node that's in Virgo. Okay. And then as far as the North Node in Pisces goes, Pisces rules the lymphatic system, it rules the feet. So there could be, issues around sensitivity in those areas. But at the same time, it's also very important to protect your peace, because Pisces energy is very easily affected physical health wise, connected to emotional stress. So if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, or a Pisces placement that's strong, this can be a component for you where it's really important for you to just be aware of protecting your peace and having strong boundaries around, associating with people that feel loving and kind and supportive, and not contributing to distress in your life. And then as far as a shamanic wisdom teaching goes, in alignment with this first lunation of the year, if there's ever been a time to kind of come into right relation with yourself, with the creative force in life, with your spiritual energy, with nature, it's now. Now is the time to intend coming into alignment, mind, body, spirit, and what we would call right relation with all of these components of ourselves that I just mentioned. In doing so, you're setting the energetic space that is conducive to growing more flourishingly, if that's a word, in alignment with these energies that are being activated now. As we're progressing through the year, we're getting more and more activations because all of the outer planets are changing signs this year. The outer planets, especially when they connect to our personal planets, serve as points of shamanic initiation and activation energies. Again, if you would like to take a deeper look at that, simply just reach out to me, book an appointment for us to take a look at your birth chart. And let's remember that new moons are always the best time to establish or affirm what your personal intentions are for the month ahead, meaning lunar month, from new moon to the next new moon. So take some time. I personally believe that it's best to wait to set new moon intentions or to do any type of ceremonial, ritualistic new moon work until you can actually see the light of the crescent moon in the sky. The first day of the new moon, you will not see it in the sky. The moon appears to be completely dark. And that dark energy is not the best time to really activate those new moon intentions. Wait till day 2 or day 3. And as a little bonus here, I'm just going to select one tarot card for the collective here, for a collective message for all of us. Tarot is something that I specialize in reading as a psychic reader. I do offer courses in reading tarot, which will be coming up later this year. And just a reminder, there's still time to get on the waiting list for the Empowering Intuition group mentoring coaching program that I'm going to be offering this spring. I'm going to put the details in the description box below for you to sign up if you want to. Okay, the card is the Three of Cups. Hopefully you can see this well. Looks a little blurry on my end here. There we go. So the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is an energy of collaboration, connection, camaraderie, support. It is about connecting with star family, soul tribe. And it's not about having a lot of acquaintances. It's more about those select few close individuals that you really do feel a closeness with, that you can inter-support one another in. You can inter-inspire one another. This is an energy that is connected to fortifying that sense of community connection. And by that, I really don't mean that in a broad level. I mean it more in, okay, here's my inner circle group of people. All of us need that right now. You probably have been feeling that already. As I said earlier, let me know in the comments below. And let me know if you have questions about anything we've talked about today, and I will address it in future videos. I'm going to come back on soon, at least for the full moon video. I'll try to make it on again before then for some type of wisdom teaching video. I do stay super busy with clients throughout the week. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, but I do appreciate all of you who have been taking the time to subscribe and like my videos. I really appreciate the support. Just taking that moment to subscribe and put a comment under the video does so much to help me to continue to produce this transformational content for all of you, which I love doing. So thank you so much, everyone. All my love, blessings, namaste, and I'm going to see you in the next video.